Freilich and Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah, day number 3. 3 nights of Hanukkah. We all know that in Judaism, we have 3 types of candles. We have the Shabbos candles that we kindle every Friday before dark, before sunset. Then we have the Hanukkah candles, which we light for 8 days on Hanukkah. And then we also have the Havdalah candle, which we light when we make the prayer at the end of the Shabbat to signal the ending of Shabbat and returning to the mundane material week. Now, the rabbis ask all hypothetical questions in the Talmud. And one of the questions the rabbi asks, what happens if I only have enough money for one of the candles? I can't afford to buy all. Someone is a poor person, can't get all the candles. What comes first? Do I light Hanukkah candles first? Do I light Havdalah candles first? Or do I light Shabbos candles first? And the rabbis say that the candles that you light first are the Shabbos candles. Why? Because the Shabbos candles are meant for inward. In the olden days, if you didn't have candles, you had no light. And in order to bring peace in the home, the rabbi said you light candles for there to be light on Shabbat. And therefore the rabbis say the Hanukkah menorah candles is for the outside. We put it by the door. We put it in the outdoor because it's to illuminate our light outside. But first, you have to illuminate your light inside. And what the rabbis are really saying, the message they're giving us is that you can't illuminate and light the outdoors if your light is not shining. So the first thing, metaphorically, is we know that the candle of a person is the soul. The candle of God is the soul of a person. Our soul connects to the candle and corresponds to it. We have to kindle our own light. And only afterwards could we worry about illuminating the world. But when we light our candle strong, when we light our faith, our spirituality, our holiness, our Judaism, then we could be a beacon of light towards the world. We could illuminate the Hanukkah menorah. And then comes the third one, which is the Havdalah candle. You see, the difference between Hanukkah candles and the Havdalah candle and Shabbos candle is the Havdalah candle, as we just did this past Saturday night, is one candle, but it has many wicks. It represents all the souls united and meshed together. When we go and we kindle our own light as Jews, and then we bring that light to the outside, to the world, that pride, that Judaism, then we have an Havdalah candle. All the souls coming together and burning brightly, warmth and love and light in a world so dark and cold. What a powerful message of Hanukkah for all of us to know as we light our candles tonight. And as Friday, we're going to light both candles. Thank God we can afford it. We're going to light first the Hanukkah candles and then the Shabbos candles. Those are the 3 candles corresponding to today, the 3rd day of Hanukkah. You know, in 1993, Dr. Barry and Tammy Schnitzer, they lived in Billings, Montana. And one night, they're sitting in their kitchen, and they hear a thud, and he feels a cold breeze. And Dr. Schnitzer runs up to his kid's room, and he sees a massive stone was thrown in and shattered the window and was lying on the floor. Miraculously, nothing happened to his children. But he knew what really happened. You see, that Sunday, his kids had come home from Hebrew school, and they made these beautiful decorations of menorahs. They painted these art. And now, as we know, the tradition is that we put the menorah by the window, towards the outside. So Dr. Schnitzler took these paintings that his kid has made, and he put them in the window. And some super white supremacist or some anti-Semite must have seen this and took a stone and tried to hurt his kids. Miraculously, no one was hurt. He called the police, and the police came, and the police said, no, it's not anti-Semitism. It must just be that you need gates on your windows or whatever. They didn't want to listen to it. But later that week, he had heard that the senator of Montana was coming. His name was Conrad Burns. And Conrad Burns was coming to a House meeting on his block. And with him was coming Bob Dole, famous senator. So he called up the office and he invited them to see the anti-Semitism. Conrad Burns, Senator Burns, and Senator Dole come to his house. And suddenly they see, and the TV channels come with them. And suddenly there's an article in the newspaper. It's carried on the news. And Dr. Schnitzler and his wife started receiving cards and support in the mail from random people. And that week, a school a non-Jewish school in Billings asked all the students to paint a menorah and to hang it in their windows. And then came Hanukkah. Hanukkah, the Billings Gazette, the largest newspaper in Billings, had a full page they printed of a menorah in full color, a gorgeous menorah. And they asked all of their readers to hang it in their windows on Hanukkah to support this Jewish family, Tammy and Barry Schnitzler, who lived in Billings, Montana. And on that Hanukkah, over 10,000 homes in Billings, Montana, had a big menorah hanging in their window for a small community of only 150 Jews who live there, showing their pride, showing their light. When we have our inner light, proud, when we light the Shabbos candles, and we are proud of who we are, and we carry that inner strength outwards, that hopefully we unite and bring all the souls together into one interwoven candle of light, of hope, of kindness, of sharing together. Happy Hanukkah, and we will see you again tomorrow.